Look out, y'all, Ashy Knuckles. Want to give my thoughts on the opening press conference. I see everybody doing videos on it. I haven't had a chance to check everybody's stuff out, but I will though. But I want to give my thoughts. Look a little different, as y'all should be used to the head by now. But no mustache, no beard. I'm a plant inspector, so facial hair gotta go. That's just the way it goes. At least until I'm off this contract. But anyway, you know what? It was a real subdued conference in terms of guys showing their true excitement for the fight. I mean, both guys are dressed up in suits. I mean, they used to do that shit back in the past, and that's cool. But it ain't the past, though. You know what I'm saying? And they're making all these plans and doing all this due diligence and research and putting ideas to action to bring boxing back on the mainstream, to get new fans. And at the same time, they're still doing pay-per-views, as we have the biggest fight in history. What they think is the biggest fight in history, at least as far as monetary financials are considered. And I guess they feel that the fight sold itself. And in my opinion, I think that's a wrong way to be in terms of promoting this fight. Mayweather in particularly, because he built his popularity based on selling his heel character. Super talented boxer, brash, talk a lot of shit, get you so pissed off at him, you train like a maniac. You can't wait till you get in the ring with him, and then when you get in the ring with him, you realize he actually is the best in the world. You got Pacquiao ready to knock a motherfucking head off. And we get to the press conference, and they thanking everybody, and it seemed like the only two people really excited about the fight are the fucking trainers, man. You got Freddie Roach saying, "I'm gonna kick it. We're gonna kick his ass." You got Mayweather Sr. getting interviewed, doing Freddie the joke, Coach Roach blowing smoke, doing his poems, and everybody else just acting like, business as usual. Like they just had a great meeting or some shit. I guess they feel they don't have to sell the fight, that they're so popular and that the world, quote unquote, have been waiting for this so long that the fight sells itself. Dope sells itself. And the reason why dope, as in cocaine, methamphetamines, and stuff like that, acid, LSD, sells itself is because the people that use it are addicted to it. The only people that are addicted to boxing are the boxing hardcore, and I personally feel that we can't break the records on our own. So if you not marketing to the general public, you're not trying to sell the fight, in my opinion, there's really no guarantee that you're gonna break all these records that your due diligence tells you that you're gonna do. Because I had a conversation just today with a casual, and this dude is telling me, man, the fight, it's been, it's too long. Pacquiao's been knocked out. Now, if you got a casual fan, saying it's been too late, that's a damn shame. Because if anybody should be excited about the fight, it should be mainstream America. Because they've heard about it. They heard about it on national sports networks who really don't know a damn thing about boxing. They've heard it from their hardcore boxing fans who were friends of theirs. So the only fighters they really know about in the sport of boxing, if they're going to tune in, is Mayweather and Pacquiao. Pacquiao has a popularity. People love his speed and his power. And Mayweather has a popularity. Either you're going to love him or you're going to hate him. But if you hate him, you're willing to go to Vegas and watch him fight for the possibility of watching him lose. The whole experience is to go there and boo him. But if he was not fighting, your ass wouldn't go to Vegas. So you are a fan. And because of that, his popularity has soared to astronomical heights. You know what I'm saying? But if you got a casual fan who makes up the mainstream audience, who makes these guys pay-per-view attractions, because we can't do it on our own as hardcore. If they're saying the fight is too late, I think you need to rethink that strategy into being all subdued and nice and wanting to shake hands and send great emails to each other. Because to me, that was a bunch of bullshit. Now I know Mayweather is, approaching 40. And at some point, you got to grow up. You have to conduct yourself like a man and, be well received in society and stuff like that. But this is not society. This is business. And these are the things you have to do in order to sell your product. And Mayweather, the product, is whooping ass on TV. And what you have done to generate that buzz so people will want to tune in and pay for you whooping ass on TV is saying enough to get under the fighter's skin, get under the skin of the general public, and of course exciting your base. And you've done none of the above at this press conference. So I know y'all are excited. You got the all types of media outlets there. Everybody's covering. You know what? So you may break records. But I don't think y'all should get into the mindset that, we don't have to do anything to market this. You already did not have a press tour, number one. From what I heard, there won't be no HBO 24/7. There won't be no all access. We haven't seen a good countdown in a long time. So the normal steps that a promotional company would make to market a high profile fight, you're not even doing that, the minimum. You know what I'm saying? And the last time I seen a Mayweather fight where they didn't even have so much as a countdown was when he fought Zab Judah. But that fight only sold 300,000 buys, give or take a few. You know what I'm saying? So, granted, Zab Judah has never been a marquee name. He couldn't even sell out Madison Square Garden. And from what I heard, he had a hard time selling out the little theater in New York City, the little theater at MSG, the spot where Baltimore beat him. So I can't make the direct comparison to his fight with Zab Judah, because at the end of the day, him and Zab Judah headline a pay-per-view event. You know what I'm saying? And I could give a damn about how much money Mayweather's getting, how much money Pacquiao's getting. I did at one point, maybe 5-6 years ago, when we're trying to find every avenue in the book to make these guys fight. We talking about money, blood tests, pounds, catch weights, the weight, the gloves. I mean, oh man, the hardcore fans really showed out in terms of who deserves what, and it really, really got out of hand. And as a result, we have the worst fucking casual fans already in boxing right now, because they're the hardcore fans of these guys, because they're not fans of boxing. Y'all call them, your names, whatever. The diehard Mayweather supporters and the diehard Pacquiao supporters. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, no disrespect, I think Pacquiao's most rabid fans are worse than Mayweather's. You know what I'm saying? And that's just in my experience. In my opinion, Mayweather's hardest supporters are no different than Julio Cesar Chavez's Sr., his diehard supporters when he was fighting, or Oscar De La Hoya's diehard supporters when he was fighting, or Felix Trinidad's diehard supporters when he was fighting. They all said the same things. In their mind, their fighter could not be beat. They're the best in the world. I can deal with that. But all the stuff that I've gotten from the diehard Pacquiao supporters, and I'm not talking about the diehard Pacquiao supporters who are boxing fans. I'm talking about the Pacquiao supporters who basically worship with all that is within them. His every move, his everything he does, his every layup, his every song, his every whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because they go above and beyond to disrespect you if you're not parallel with their beliefs in terms of their fighter. Now, they've gotten much better, and I feel just on the premise of being around the sport, you can't stay like that forever. Over time, you're going to learn because you're spending time within the sport. So they're really not as bad as they used to be. And in fact, if they are growing, so be it, man. We love to have more Filipino fans, white fans, Mexican fans, black fans. How many? I mean, whatever. We love to have it all in the sport of boxing if you're gonna stick around for the sake of the sport. But I digress with that. It's already been spoken several times before from other channels. But I just wanted to give my thoughts, and I think it's just a terrible idea if this is what they call a promotion, because the best part of this whole promotion has been the fucking commercials. You know what I'm saying? Because in person, which I wasn't there in person, but I watched live on video, I was very disappointed. And if I was a mainstream boxing fan, they've done nothing to earn my money. So my advice to Team Mayweather and Team Pacquiao: bitch, turn up, sell the fight. You know what I'm saying? We gotta make this an event, because I'm cooking crawfish. We're gonna have liquor. We're gonna have shrimp, crawfish. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna do it live on the south side. Well, it ain't Houston. I don't live in Houston, but I'm on the outskirts. We're gonna do it big. You know what I'm saying? And this fight right here has the potential to turn all those mainstream fans, all the mainstream audience, because they're not fans yet, that you want to bring to the sport by putting PBC out there. This fight in itself has the ability to aid that process 7 times over. But it also has the ability to destroy all that you were trying to build in order to achieve that outcome. Because if Mayweather and Pacquiao bring this subdued attitude that they had in the press conference, in the ring, in the biggest quote-unquote fight in history is a dud, you can forget about attracting millions of new fans to the sport. The inverse is going to happen. You're going to turn them off. And that's just my thoughts about it. I love to hear yours. The comment section down there, leave it. Subscribing if you want. I really don't give a damn. I don't check that anyway. But I'm going to holler at y'all. Ash. Deuce.